Top 10 Most Dangerous Roads Around the World. We've scoured the web to find the most dangerous roads you can drive. These roads have high death rates and are extremely dangerous. The people who live around these areas depend on these roads for their daily transportation, so consider yourself lucky. About 1.3 million people die in traffic accidents every year. The World Health Organization has declared a decade of action for road safety. But while many of those deaths could be prevented by better driving, there are some roads that test the skill and courage of any driver. Whether it's hairpin bends, sheer mountain drops, or roads through war zones, following are 10 most dangerous roads around the world, from Italy's Stelvio Pass to Bolivia's Highway of Death. These are the frightening, dangerous, and deadly roads in the world. Number 10. Sichuan-Tibet Highway, China. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway, a high-elevation road between Chengdu and Tibet where landslides and rock avalanches are common, is undoubtedly part of the problem. It is a road with a record of over 7,500 deaths for every 100,000 drivers, has reason to be feared. Due to rock slides, avalanches, and poor weather, drivers should certainly use caution. It's one of the world's riskiest roads. With 48 sharp turns, it's one of the most dangerous roads in the world. Number 9. The Stelvio Pass, Italy. Stelvio Pass, located in Italy, at 9,045 feet, is the highest paved mountain pass in the Eastern Alps, and the second highest in the Alps, slightly below the Col de l'Isère, 9,088 feet. Some roads look a lot more dangerous than they really are. With more hairpins than Helena Bonham Carter, the Stelvio Pass looks like a child's scribble over the hills. The road climbs almost 2 kilometers and, with just a low concrete barrier between you and the steep mountain drop, it's best not to look down. A bit too much speed on one of the roads, 60,180-degree corners, could spell disaster. Number 8. Los Caracoles Pass, Chile. This road passes through Mountain Andreas between Chile and Argentina. The road has many steep slopes and sharp turns without fences security. It's one of the most challenging roads in the world. The road is snow-covered almost all the year. Snow, together with a complex natural landscape, requires extreme patience and driving skill to drive in emergency situations. However, this road is maintained in working condition, which significantly reduces the number of accidents on it. Trucks and even double-decker tourist buses travel daily on this road. Beside one of the most dangerous roads, it's one of the most scenic drives in the world. Number 7. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. The Skipper's Canyon Road, located in New Zealand, is unbelievably scary as it's made from a very narrow cut in the middle of a sheer cliff face. This winding road actually requires a special permit to drive, if you do manage to get permission. Though, be ready for a slippery challenge and good luck if you run into someone coming from the other direction. This gravel road was carved by miners over 140 years ago. It's so dangerous that rental car insurance won't be honored if you drive on it. Number 6. The Zoji Pass, India. Zoji is a high mountain pass in India, located on the Indian National Highway 1D between Srinagar and Leh. The pass provides a vital link between Ladakh and Kashmir. It runs at an elevation of approximately 3,528 meters, and is the second highest pass after Fort Ula. It is often closed during winter, but it's a lifeline that keeps the people of Ladakh in touch with the rest of the world. being one of the most dangerous roads, it is nothing more than a crumbling, single-lane dirt trail. Number 5. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. The Guoliang Tunnel is carved along the side of and through a mountain in China. It may be hard to see in the photo. This road was hollowed out of the side of a mountain by several villagers from the town of Guoliang. Before the construction of this mountain pass, the village was cut off from the rest of civilization by the surrounding cliffs. Although it doesn't see much traffic due to its construction, it is inherently fairly dangerous. The road that does not tolerate mistakes. Its windows give daring drivers a peek at the drop just outside, which often has no barriers at all. Number 4. The Karakoram Highway, between China and Pakistan, named the Friendship Highway by the governments who built it. The Karakoram Highway is the highest paved international road in the world. It connects China and Pakistan across the Karakoram mountain range through the Kunjarab Pass, at an elevation of 4,693 meters. It's prone to landslides and floods. To make matters worse, the road is unpaved in Pakistan, but it is still a tourist attraction, passing through some spectacular gorges along the old Silk Road. Nearly 900 workers died while constructing the road, what is often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world. Number 3. James Dalton Highway, Alaska. The Dalton Highway is a 667 kilometers road in Alaska. It begins at the Elliott Highway, north of Fairbanks, and ends at Dead Horse near the Arctic Ocean and the Prudhoe Bay oil fields. Although appearing serene at first glance, is filled with potholes, small flying rocks carried by fast winds, and worst of all, it runs through the middle of nowhere. What makes this one of the most dangerous roads is its 386 kilometers stretch with no gas stations, restaurants, hotels, or any other basic services. Number 2. Jalalabad Kabul Road, Afghanistan. Many roads have been dubbed most dangerous, but the 65-kilometer stretch of highway from Jalalabad to Kabul has more claim than most, snaking through Taliban territory. But it's not the threat of insurgency that makes highway so dangerous. It's a combination of the narrow, winding lanes that climb up to 600 meters through the Kabul Gorge and the reckless Afghan drivers trying to overtake the heavily burdened haulage trucks. Number 1. North Yungas Road, Bolivia. Also known as the Road of Death, in the Yungas region of Bolivia. It is legendary for its extreme danger, and the Inter-American Development Bank christened it as the world's most dangerous road. One estimate is that 200 to 300 travelers are killed yearly along the road. The road includes cross markings on many of the spots where vehicles have fallen. It is a regular occurrence for buses and trucks to go tumbling to the valley below, especially when they try passing each other. This is also a Highway 1 in Florida. Florida's Highway 1 is another most dangerous roads in the world. Because of having the highest fatal crash rate, it was recently ranked the most dangerous road in the U.S. In fact, 1,079 people have died on the road in the last 10 years alone. One of the most dangerous highway, Passage du Gois, France. The Passage du Gois, also known historically as Goa, is a natural, periodically flooded passage leading to the island of Noirmoutier in France. It is located between Isle de Noirmoutier and Beauvoir-sur-Mer, in the Department of Vendée. It is flooded twice a day by the high tide. Length of this track is 4.125 km. The passage was first founded in 1577. The name Gois derives from Old French and is the same origin as the modern word GUE, acute, forded. Every year, a foot race, the Foules du Gois, is held across it, starting at the onset of the high tide. Tour de France in 1999, Passage du Gois was used by Tour de France bicycle race during Stage 2. It proved to be decisive for the race after a fall took place because of its slippery surface. The crash created a 6-minute split in the peloton which ended the hopes of many favorites to win the race, like Alex Zülle, who would eventually finish second overall, 7 minutes after Lance Armstrong. Passage du Gois was used again in 2011 as the starting point of the first stage. For more videos, subscribe and click on bell icon. You will get my notifications to your mail. Thank you for watching.